Someone serious is about to happen. God says, a private investigator was caught. Open quickly, don't try to skip this. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your name is being guarded in the highest chambers tonight. The air around your story turns electric as new pages unlock without warning. Open quickly and do not skip, because the next breath carries a turning point built for you. A private investigator was caught with files that never belonged in mortal hands. The pages carried traces of your path, your promise, and the doors that open within the next 24 hours. Heaven intervened before any damage could grow teeth. This is viral news about you in the next 24 hours, and it moves like lightning through sealed corridors. The one who tried to read you without permission stands exposed and silent. Your path now moves under brighter protection than before. Do not let fear sit in your chest, because fear is not your portion. You were seen, then shielded, then lifted into a safer pattern. Your steps are scheduled with favor and your name is guarded like fire. Type Amen 333 to receive the blessing that is covering your steps. The investigator carried a list with times, places, and whispers that belong to your unfolding. Those whispers have been reversed, and the timeline now bends in your favor. Stay till the end, because your proof is arriving in simple, undeniable ways. A bell is ringing in the unseen world because your story just crossed a threshold. What hurt you loses access because watchmen have taken positions around your home. Comment, aligned, to set this guard upon your doorway. Old surveillance falls to the ground like useless wires with no current. Your privacy is returned to you with interest and mercy. Archangel Michael says you are entering an hour of clean air and clear light. The next 24 hours carry a quiet storm that washes what clung to you without permission. You will feel the air shift and your heart steady like a lighthouse. Do not skip, because the signal is already moving toward you. Someone tried to map your footsteps with cold ink and a colder heart. The map is now ash, and the cold turns back on the one who drew it. Your warmth returns and your courage rises. A report with your name on it was intercepted and sealed away from unworthy eyes. Your reputation lifts like a banner that cannot be stained. Comment, protected, so your banner stays lifted. You are crossing a bridge that cannot collapse because it is built from assignments, not opinions. The bridge carries you over the noise and into a room where decisions become gentle. Stay till the end, because the room is already prepared. The person who hired the watcher sits restless, and the plan shivers apart in their hands. Their whisper has no wings anymore and their shadow has no reach. Your daylight walks in. The investigator admitted the truth under pressure from presence that felt like thunder. Hidden folders are returning to rightful custody and wrong keys are melting. Comment, justice, to stamp this moment with finality. Your name is now paired with open doors that nobody can close. Invites, approvals, and unexpected favors approach like birds landing in a quiet grove. This is viral news about you in the next 24 hours, and your heart will recognize it. You will notice small signs first, like messages arriving at the exact right second. Then bigger signs will follow, like a call that ends the waiting room feeling. Do not skip, because every sign stacks into a staircase. People who doubted your path will stand softer when the wind changes. They will not understand the physics, but they will feel the truth in their bones. Comment, I receive, to anchor the wind in your direction. Archangel Michael says permission has shifted hands and now rests with the highest. Your story gets handled with clean gloves and bright wisdom. No more fingerprints from uninvited hands. Your next move becomes simple, like stepping onto a train already pointing toward peace. You do not need to push walls or argue with locked doors. The doors open because your time arrived. Old screens that looped your mistakes are turning off, and the room grows quiet. You will hear yourself again and like what you hear. Comment, new sound, so the echo clears. You will feel a calm focus enter your morning like sunlight settling on water. Tasks that once felt heavy will line up and obey your rhythm. Stay till the end because your rhythm is restoration. The person who wanted inside your private thoughts will fade like fog under noon heat. The fascination with your path dissolves into their own lessons. Your boundary becomes a living wall. At night you will sense watchers of light near your windows like calm sentries. They carry no weapons you can see, only authority you can feel. Comment, guarded, to affirm the watch. Delay leaves your calendar because the hour for movement reached maturity. What you planted in silence begins to sprout without drama. This is viral news about you in the next 24 hours, and the leaves will be visible. The next conversation you enter will carry kindness that was missing before. Words will fall into place as if they had practiced in another room. Do not skip because this alignment is the first of many. You will remember the parts of yourself that were never small. Those parts stand up and stretch as if waking from a long nap. Comment, awake, to welcome your full height. The file with your name now carries a new summary written by light. The summary reads like a promise that refuses to let you down. Your heart will nod when it hears it. Archangel Michael says your timeline has been rethreaded with gold where it once frayed. The gold is not for display only because it makes the fabric stronger. The tear will not reopen. Doors that stalled will click, and you will hear the click like a gentle victory drum. You will not need to knock twice because the latch already understands your purpose. Stay till the end because the second door stands behind the first. The person who doubted you inside their private silence will soften into respect. Their posture will change when results start walking into the room. Comment, results, so the room remembers. The habit of looking over your shoulder dissolves because there is nothing behind you worth your gaze. Forward becomes the only direction that feels alive. Forward will treat you well. You will notice your sleep deepen and your breath slow in the safest way. The pillow will feel like a letter from peace. This is viral news about you in the next 24 hours, and your body believes it. People who truly carry your good will step closer without noise or pride. They will bring small keys, timely notes, and gentle presence. Do not skip because partnership is part of this unfolding. The calendar date on which you almost gave up now becomes a memory of turning. You will smile when you remember because the weight lifted and stayed away. Comment, lifted, to mark the anniversary in advance. The one who ordered the investigation now faces their own mirror with honesty. That mirror will teach them lessons you never had to teach. Your energy stays clean. Your name becomes a bell of clarity for the right rooms and the right eyes. These eyes read your integrity and make space at the table. Stay till the end because your seat is already reserved. A quiet transfer happens in the background where your approvals live. The stamp falls on your behalf and the ink dries quickly. This transfer does not reverse. You will sense an invitation to tidy small corners of your life. The tidying will feel like ceremony, not punishment. Comment ready to agree with order. The memory of being watched without consent will lose its sting. It will turn into wisdom that protects you without making you hard. Your softness remains your strength. People will try to retell your story in half sentences, but half sentences cannot hold you. The full story stands upright because it carries living proof. This proof arrives like a steady drum. You will look at your reflection and see steadiness where fear once stood. The steadiness will surprise you in a sweet way. This sweetness belongs in your house. Rooms that once pushed you out will invite you back in the right hour. You will decide what is right for your peace and your assignment. Comment, choice, so your decision holds. The next 24 hours are designed to return what was borrowed without permission. They return time, clarity, and the comfort of your own thoughts. Do not skip because the delivery is already on the route. You will hold a message that feels warm in your hands like fresh bread. The message will feed courage and calm at the same time. Your day becomes nourished. The final word for this chapter is simple and solid. You are guarded, you are guided, and you are going forward. Archangel Michael says your name is safe now and your way is open. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the second wave is already moving in your favor like a tide that refuses to turn back. The corridor that once felt crowded now opens just wide enough for you to pass. Do not skip because the passage is timed for your exact step. What was concealed in midnight folders begins to surface like letters rising to the top of clear water. Names that tried to mix with your name fall away without noise. Your identity stands whole and untouched. The investigator who reached too far now understands that bright laws live above human paperwork. Those bright laws have reclaimed what belongs to you with quiet authority. Your peace returns and sits in the center of your chest like a calm lantern. This is viral news about you in the next 24 hours, and the signal spreads without needing a loud announcement. You will feel the minutes warm as if a kind sun touched them. Stay till the end because the warm minutes are carrying gifts. Type Amen 333 to cover your next steps with favor. A sealed envelope with your future's stamp waits behind a door that did not respond yesterday. Today it yields because your timeline holds the correct key. The key was forged in patience and protected by mercy. A soundless exchange happens where your approvals sleep. The stamp falls on your behalf and the paper dries faster than fear. Courage breathes easily in rooms like this. You will sense a subtle hush around your name as if even the air respects your movement. The hush is not empty because it brims with permission. Permission bends locks the way light bends shadows. Someone tried to script your outcome without your consent and the script lost its ink. Your true script writes itself line by line with steady hands. Every line fits you like a measured garment. Comment Amen 333 to seal what is already aligned. A person who once watched you with curiosity now turns toward their own healing. Their gaze no longer trespasses across your boundary. Your boundary stands like a living hedge that flowers all year. The route that carried rumors becomes a dry riverbed with no current. Words that wish to travel against you find no wind. Your reputation is protected by quiet proof. A quiet meeting favors your name, and the favor is simple like good bread. You will not need to push because the seat is already pulled out for you. Sit and breathe because readiness rests on your shoulder. Do not skip because alignment arrives like a train that barrels straight and kind. You will hear the rhythm of inevitability in its wheels. Inevitability is sweet when it favors your peace. Write Amen 333 to welcome the rhythm that carries you. Your sleep tonight carries messages that organize your thoughts into sturdy shelves. When you wake, clarity stands in neat rows. Choosing becomes soft and accurate. The hours that once scattered you now stand shoulder to shoulder like friends. These hours keep promises without breaking stride. You will feel time become a partner and not a pursuer. Someone who loves you in secret gets courage to love you in daylight. Their courage will arrive as action and not as speeches. Action will feel like shade on a bright day. Your hands will touch simple tasks and those tasks will return multiplied ease. Ease is not laziness because it is effectiveness without friction. Effectiveness walks beside you like a steady companion. Drop Amen 333 to anchor ease and effectiveness in your house. You are stepping into a chapter where small confirmations arrive before big confirmations. The small ones are faithful like morning birds. The big ones follow like steady seasons. The report that carried wrong angles is being corrected by someone who respects truth. Their respect is a gift wrapped in competence. Competence leaves no gaps for mischief. You will notice an old fear try to knock and the knock will sound unfamiliar. That is because your door has changed wood and weight. The hinge now belongs to resilience. Do not skip because the window of favor is open and the breeze is pointed at you. The breeze brings papers that matter and conversations that heal. Healing will not argue because it simply performs. Say Amen 333 to keep that window open. You will walk into a space that feels as if someone swept it moments before you arrived. That someone is the arrangement set over your path. Arrangement removes stray nails so your steps stay uninjured. A call that once stalled will slide into your day like a bird landing on a calm branch. There will be no dramatic thunder because the yes is quiet and complete. Completeness dislikes noise. Your name moves like a credential through doors that respect order. Those doors recognize the signature of integrity in you. Recognition is a sweet bell that others can hear. You will feel a glow in your sternum where dread used to live. The glow is steady and kind like a lighthouse that never scolds. Lighthouses do not chase ships because they stand and shine. Type Amen 333 to crown your name with recognition. The person who hired the watcher will shift their attention because their plan collapsed under softness and truth. Softness and truth are stronger than force. Force tires quickly while truth does not tire. A friend will bring a sentence that lands like a key into your palm. The sentence will unlock a stubborn idea and make it simple. Simplicity becomes your new luxury. You will clear a small corner of your room and a large corner of your mind. The clearing will feel ceremonial and safe. Safe rooms make brave choices without trembling. You are not late because the clock has been recalibrated to your assignment. The recalibration feels like forgiveness without the heaviness of regret. Regret drops its bag and leaves. Comment Amen 333 to keep regret from returning. The unsent message that carried worry will lose its urgency because outcome has arrived. Outcome is not loud because it is sure. Sure things do not shout. You will witness a gentle rerouting of resources that used to avoid you. Those resources now move as if your name were a magnet for rightful provision. Provision respects boundaries and timing. A threshold labeled private becomes a threshold labeled protected. Protected means only those with clean intentions enter. Clean intentions calm the air. You will see proof that the unseen has been rearranging the scene in your favor. The proof will be small and then it will be cumulative. Cumulative proof becomes a staircase you can climb without fear. Write Amen 333 to keep the staircase sturdy. Someone who underestimated your steadiness will correct themselves in silence. Their correction will show up as respectful actions. Respectful actions are better than apologies that never stick. You will notice how your breath decides the room before your words do. Your breath will be slow and unforced. Unforced presence persuades without effort. An email or message will arrive at a time that feels like a wink. The timing is not random because alignment loves precision. Precision lowers stress. Do not skip because the next 24 hours carry a delivery that knows your address better than you do. The delivery is marked with your purpose and your peace. Peace signs for the package so you never miss it. Drop Amen 333 to sign for that delivery in advance. A previously silent ally will step forward with practical help. The help is simple and powerful, like turning on a light. The room changes without needing new walls. You will sense a protective circle around your home from first light to last light. The circle forbids the return of eyes that do not belong. Belonging becomes the rule. Your steps will find the clean path between many almosts. Almost will not distract you because clarity loves straight lines. Straight lines feel like mercy. Your name on a ledger will appear next to the word approved. Approval here is not flattery because it is structure and timing. Structure builds the bridge and timing invites you across. Say Amen 333 to keep the bridge clear. You are done explaining yourself to rooms that cannot hold you. The rooms that can hold you are opening, one after another. Opening is the sound of your season. A letter that once felt heavy becomes light in your hands. The words do not change, but their meaning tilts in your favor. Tilted meaning is the quiet miracle of perspective. A door behind you closes without bitterness. That door taught what it had to teach and now it releases you. Release is an art and you have learned it. You will eat rest like bread and drink focus like water. Your body understands this language and says yes. Yes becomes your daily accent. Type Amen 333 to drink that focus deeply. The shadow of surveillance burns off under noon certainty. Certainty is bright but never cruel. Cruelty has lost the address. You will move with an elegant urgency that never feels frantic. Elegant urgency looks like peace with sneakers on. Peace with sneakers can run without panting. A project that lingered in the hall steps fully into the room. It sits at your table and asks for nothing extra. Nothing extra is a sign of right timing. You will place small symbols of order where chaos tried to live. The symbols will look like a tidy shelf or a clear calendar box. Order makes room for joy. Comment Amen 333 to let joy choose your calendar. Someone younger watches you and learns quiet strength. Your example becomes a bridge for them to cross heavy waters. Heavy waters part around real witness. Your phone will rest without buzzing at the wrong hour. Boundaries teach technology how to behave. Technology obeys when you lead. You will remember a promise you made to yourself and you will keep it easily. Keeping it will feel like opening a window in the first rain. First rain renews as if the ground had been waiting. Your name attracts the right questions from the right people but does not attract interrogation. Interrogation cannot find you because you dwell in clarity. Clarity denies access to confusion. Write Amen 333 to keep clarity as your address. A helpful stranger becomes a brief messenger of alignment. They hold the door without needing thanks. The door remembers and stays light for the next person. You will meet your future in small scenes that feel normal and safe. Normal and safe can still be holy. Holy does not need noise to prove itself. The path that was crowded becomes a single clean lane. The clean lane loves steady feet and honest eyes. Honest eyes see far even in soft light. You carry a quiet authority now that does not require announcements. The authority comes from truth, patience, and the right kind of backing. Backing stands behind you like a steady hill. Drop Amen 333 to keep that backing firm. A late answer turns into an on-time rescue because the clock bends. The bend is gentle and precise. Precision keeps promises. You will write a note to yourself that says keep going and the note will glow in your pocket. The glow reminds you that the route is honest. Honest routes never waste your breath. Someone who thought you were an easy page to read realizes your depth. Depth is not a riddle because it is layered clarity. Layered clarity keeps you safe. You will hear one more piece of good news and it will land like a feather on still water. The ripple moves outward and touches rooms you have not entered yet. Those rooms will smile when you arrive. Say Amen 333 to let the ripple reach every room with your name. The chapter closes on surveillance and opens on stewardship. Stewardship means your life is handled with care and wisdom. Care and wisdom hold doors and light lamps. Your next 24 hours are engineered with kindness that does not break. The engineering is invisible but the results are visible. Results are the language of this season. My beloved child, your evidence is arriving calmly and completely. Archangel Michael says the watch has ended and your path is guarded by peace. Walk forward because forward is ready for you.